I get asked quite often about, like, you know, obviously about selling beats and all that kind of stuff, but one thing I feel like there isn't like a load of information on, and it's like, it's so key as well, because every situation is different and you're never going to get the same situation twice. Similar situations maybe, but not the exact same one.
Chopper make a nigga body flip. Vibe sucking on my bottom lip. I done seen it, I done did a lot of shit, and I done did some shit and I ain't proud of it.
Hello, friend. Oh, what other friend? Kind of like these morning routines. Like, I used to go for a run, like, sort of, there's like a nature trail outside this house. It's like 5 kilometers, which is like a decent little run in the morning. Doesn't take up too much time, but now that, like, if we get caught outdoors, then they literally will fine us. I think it's 500 euros, and you could face jail time if you're out here and you get caught out. You know, we've got a treadmill, but like, I don't know, running on treadmills is so boring. Like, running outside is so much nicer, especially around here. Hello, chickens. But anyway, how's your quarantine going? How's lockdown going for you guys? Are you guys working? Are you guys putting in work on your beats? Are you know, trying to grow, trying to gain more subscribers, gain more followers, you know, make some more sales? Over here we've got myself, my girlfriend, her dad and his wife. We're all staying in the same house and we're all working from home as well, so we've kind of like settled into a nice routine of like dispersing throughout the day. I stay in the room that I normally film most of my videos in. My girlfriend like parks herself in the garden, does work there. My girlfriend's dad works in the bedroom. His wife works in like the front room area. And then like at the end of the day we kind of all settle down. Yeah, I like that. You guys are having a nice productive day. I might even come down here and make a beat today. You go through that phase where you just can't make anything that you like. Some beats sound nice, but you're not feeling it as much, so I'm just trying to push through that phase at the minute. I've got a couple of new VSTs. I've finally got Arcade after seeing like a gazillion adverts for them on YouTube. And to be fair, like, it is an absolute like genius VST, and the Korg Triton is working an absolute treat now. It's, oh god, it's incredible. So hopefully that can get rid of all this beat block. I get asked quite often about, like, you know, obviously about selling beats and all that kind of stuff, but one thing I feel like there isn't like a load of information on, and it's like, it's so key as well, because every situation is different and you're never going to get the same situation twice. Similar situations maybe, but not the exact same one. And one thing that nobody really talks about is leverage. Can I tell you how important it is to understand the leverage you have given a certain situation, you know, at certain times when people are reaching out to you or you're reaching out to other people? Leverage is probably one of the most important things to understand, because not only are you going to create a better relationship with people, it's going to allow you to not get so stressed out either about when things don't go the way you thought they'd go. Now, like, with a lot of you guys, especially if you're first starting out, if you're reaching out to people, if you're wanting to land placements, for example, realistically, you don't have any leverage. If you're doing the first point of contact, they have leverage over you. They are the decision maker because you're the one reaching out to them. That's not a bad thing. The only thing that means is that you need to be aware of that and not act as though you're doing them a favor by you reaching out to them. It's more of a sense of you're trying to grow your brand because you're reaching out to them. You need to speak in that way too. You can't just sort of, you know, have these two opposite mindsets coming into this. So like, for example, if you're reaching out to somebody on Instagram, because that's quite a common one, and you're asking to send beats, do what they want. You know, if it's the first point of contact, so you may as well be super generous, super giving. Just give them a free beat if you need to. You know, there's no need to be like, okay, you need to pay for this or you don't get the beat. Just give them the first beat for free if they, you know, if you want to work with them. Give them free beats. If you want to land placements, always give out free beats. Literally, an example from just recently, I've been in contact with Shorty's manager. I've been sending him beats for like the past month, and they liked one of them. And that's 2 months actually. They liked a beat that I made. They said, you know, we've used this, we might use it in the album, blah blah blah. But I've never mentioned money once. Not since this whole time, in like the last 2 months, I haven't mentioned money once since they like said they were interested. And what I've got out of that now, I recently got the contract through, is they're going to pay me upfront, exclusive for the beat. They own the beat outright. I got a full contract. I've signed the contract. So when they come to use it, I'll get paid. They're happy with it. You know, it's a good relationship. That way I can keep sending him beats, and who knows what can happen from there. But the key thing is okay, let me break it down. If you're sending beats out for placements, send them the MP3 and don't ask for money. Let them use the beat, let them do what they want. At this point, you just want to get your name out of there. If you're sending beats to artists on Instagram, independent artists, smaller artists, then send them beats, send them a link to your beat store. Say that there's free downloads if you want free beats, because look, you're reaching out to them, they have the leverage. It really is a case of just simplifying the situation and being realistic and literally just thinking like where do I stand in this conversation? If you can answer that accurately, you'll do a lot better in the long run. You might not get as many short-term wins, you might not get like a small sale here and there in the first day of reaching out to somebody, but you're gonna have those long-term relationships. And I know, as much as you don't want to listen to that, it is what it is. Like that's just how it is. If you want to do this properly, you have to understand leverage. You have to understand that you are the person, you know, that doesn't have as much leverage in the beginning. However, you will have situations, this is the good side of it, you will have situations where you have the leverage, and that means people are reaching out to you, they say, I need this beat, and then that's the part where you have the more of the control over the conversation, because they want something from you. So that's the part where you can be like, yeah, sure, for sure, I can give you this beat, here's the link to the beat, you know, you can cop the lease from there, done. Or you can say, I can get this beat through to you right now, send me X amount of money, however much you want for it, and I'll drop the wave through, the stems through, you know, whatever you need, I'll send it through for you. Those are good situations because they're situations where you can make a bit of money straight away, and you can build a relationship off of that because they're the ones that reached out to you. So just understand like what situations you're in, and like how you can go about maximizing each conversation. Put it simply, if you're reaching out to somebody, they have the leverage. If somebody's reaching out to you, you have more leverage. It's pretty simple. But don't take advantage of it. Don't act all, you know, entitled when somebody reached out to you. You know, just be like super accommodating, but at the same time remember that you're the person who has a little bit more control in the situation. Okay, good. I wanted to get that off my back, because I do understand like it can be difficult to understand situations like you know, people ask me about, you know, how can I close the sale? Honestly, all you can do really is make the initial contact. If they get back to you, great. Send out beats, do what you can to give them value, and do your best just to give them as much value as possible. In terms of closing the sale, when you're in a situation where you're sort of reaching out to somebody, it's not a situation of like, I need to close each sale. It's more of a situation of just how much value can I give them. If you think of it that way, trust me, you'll make more sales, you'll build better relationships, and things will just go up for you. It is a long game, but yeah, it really is worth it.